Aha! Hello. What time is it? 6 o'clock. Oh, we're not doing too badly. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, good night. Right. It's a thing. Let's make this happen. So, it's me. Hello, everyone. It's a quick stream. I need to get more blue tack for this light. It's just refusing to not fall off the screen, off the top of my monitor every 5 minutes. Hello. What are we doing? Well, let's just get into it. We know that we were doing more of the East Coast Mainline modernisation. So we know that we've got there's loads to do at Thapst through Haverhill and up indeed up to kind of towards Wakefield. There's a big load of work to do there. We know that there's still some electrification to do between kind of the connecting between Wakefield and Melksham. And we know that we've got all the work to do kind of obviously down at Bradshaw East. We've got Kingston Road Station to construct and work out where that's going to go. That's the proposal. And we have got all of the stuff happening at Anapolis, which is what we're doing now. And we're going to finish that. This might end up being a fairly, relatively, compared to other episodes, short stream, because we're just going to focus on Anapolis City and get Anapolis City finished. And then I'll leave you all in peace and quiet again, even though I know, well, I for one would like to continue playing, but actually there's a very specific hard point that I've got to bump up against. We have to finish Anapolis City and then end the stream and then start a new stream next time. So let's do that, shall we? Let's make the magic happen. Where are we at? So there's various bits and pieces going on that we wanted to get on with, really. I think so. I've had some thoughts about this station while we've been off air, and I think one of those thoughts is that we probably need another. There we go. Let's just see how this looks. I mean, firstly, I also need to check what a crossover within that space might look like, and if it's possible to lay one. Yeah, because by the time I've done that... yeah, so if I put track in here... Yes. And then if I go like this, what... Oh, I can fit a 25 mile an hour turnout in. Can I do this in the other direction? That's the question. Let's just do it again from the other direction. Actually, we need to also put the signals in, don't we? Let's put the signals in. I don't really want a signal in that direction. I just need a signal from this direction. One-way signal from there. And let's do it from this side. Interesting. 25 mile an hour. Can we do a 25 mile an hour scissors? Can we put a scissors in? The answer is yes. Okay. The issue, though, is that doesn't actually help us with the thing that I want to do, which is, yeah, I'm going to get rid of that because I still need to think about also painfully this is now going to... Oh, they fixed the bug where the track laid next to the thingy needs to be deleted in tiny segments. That's good. So that's there. That's going to run there. Just trying to understand what this might look like. Oh, already we're nudging into this. I don't think we've got space for it. I was thinking we'd have... it'd be good to have a pair of suburban platforms here. Given that in essence we've kind of got two lines, haven't we? Because there's going to be the suburbans that run along here, and then the suburbans that run along here. So that's 2 lines, and are 2 platforms gonna be enough? Yeah, I wonder. Maybe it is enough. Maybe we can put that crossover back in, and that is enough to actually do what we need to do. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is, you know. Maybe it is. In which case we can put everything we just drew back. Which includes this and then the tracks. Why are you doing this? It's a bit weird, isn't it? What are you doing? What? You're doing too much curvature. It's not too much curvature. What? Okay. I don't like that. I want it to be 25 miles an hour because that's what a standard unit would be. Why is it being weird? Why are you being weird? Okay, there we are. It's been weird. Oh, annoyingly, I've now got 49 rather than 50 on the... Well, anyway, it's all going to be 25 anyway, so... There we go. We've got our scissors crossover off the end there. So we've got our 2 platforms, fine. Which, by the way... I need to just... Oh, no. Configure. There. Just want to get rid of all the canopies, because we'll come back... I just don't want... we're going to come back and lay all the sort of... you know... all the stuff that makes the station a station, we'll come back to that, but for now I just want to keep it nice and simple, because I've got a feeling that there's going to be a bit of playing to get the station exactly the shape we want it. Not least as I've had some thoughts about the other side of here as well, and what we're going to do on this side of the station, because I think we do want extra platforms for the East Coast Main Line. It's the East Coast Main Line. Having a single pair of platforms is not going to cut it, so we need an extra pair of the long through platforms, which means we need to bulldoze this curve, which is fine. We can do that very quickly. We can come back to that and relay it as required, but for now we want to let's see, let's see, work some workarounds. Yeah, I know, right? Let's see. Yes, agreed. Well, yeah, we'll get to the underpasses shortly, but we're gonna get the actual platform layout first, which is going to start with we need another pair of long platforms. So I think the way to do that is plain and simple to just lay them. Do we have space to lay them next to the others? That's the question. Let's have a look. So that one there, and then that there like that. Yeah, that's not causing anyone any headaches. Fine. How this then turns in, how are we going to deal with this? Whether it might be, fast in the middle, slows on the outside. I've not quite worked. We'll work that out in a second. We'll work that out in a second. I think that might kind of be what we do. We'll have a look at that in a sec. In fact, no, we won't. We'll have a look at it. No, we will. We'll have a look at it in a sec. We're gonna. So then it just means we work out where the where these platforms are going to go, which I think are going to be. So these need to be 160 meters long. So let's see what it looks like if we have them here. It's quite tight, isn't it? So maybe we need to push them. Push them maybe one step this way. Let's just have a quick look at what that what that ends up resembling. Yeah, we can push that back, can't we? So we can kind of push that back to here. For example, 44, 41. Yeah, that I'm at peace with. Let's just do that now, can't we? Oh, I've electrified that accidentally. We're going to have to undo that, because obviously this is not electrified. There. Lovely. Yeah, I think that works. So you've got that connection there, going that way. While I'm here, actually, this... and also, I kind of want to smooth this as well, don't I? Fine. Because we can, let's face it, this can get bulldozed. It's not going to do anything. It's gone. RIP this bit of railway. So that goes that way. That's going to then go on here. That means that we get platforms in here. Yep. There we go. Extra suburban station in Annapolis on the Richmond lines. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. So that's this side. Don't want to make this a 160-metre long platform anyway. Maybe, just as a just-in-case type situation. 60 on one side, 160 on the other side. We've then got to think about how this connects as well, in terms of what the actual station building's going to look like. And we wanted the architecture of the station building to be quite... We want it to be as striking as possible, given that this is a pretty massive new station. Let's deal with the track alignment either side, though, before we start having fun with architecture, shall we? I'm going to start on this side, and I'm going to entirely delete this and then come back to it. Because we'd kind of just drawn this... allowing the game to do its own thing, hadn't we, at this point? So if we did it to here, for example, that would give this sort of a thing, which kind of to me looks like I could do that as some straight track and then put in the S&C there. So actually we could start by laying straight track out of here first. Maybe about how much higher is that? Is it lots higher? No, it is quite a bit higher, isn't it? That's fine. So if I did it at that height for now. Okay. And if I wanted 40 mile an hour turnout, or 50, maybe 50. Do we want 50? Maybe we do want 50, actually. Should we try 50 mile an hour turnout? Yeah, we're going to do it. First 50 mile... Actually, these aren't the first 50 mile an hour turnouts, because there are some fast turnouts on other bits of the main line. But they're going to put 50 mile an hour turnout here. Then we're going to see what the game does for kind of raw geometry at this point. 100... Yeah, that's quite nice. Sorry, I want a piece of that. So it means we are getting a bit of reverse on... here. Yes, it does, which is fun. There we go. So that's going that way. That's going that way. Fine. So what's the vertical like on that? Not too bad. Okay, fine. So that's coming through there. Yes to 50. Wouldn't there be some extra connection spurs to move in and out suburban trains? Wait and see. We haven't decided. Well, I haven't shown you what's happening here yet, have we? We'll get there. Let's finish Anapolis City first, and then we'll start doing some of the ancillary stuff. Obviously, I know I'm doing this all in one hit on May 5th, but obviously this work has been ongoing for the best part of 2 years, probably, if not longer. This kind of fairly major construction work. So we now know that this is going to do something slightly different from this point onwards. Let's do this better here. So let's first of all see what would be happening if this. So it's actually going to divert away. Okay. It's dropping down to 50 on the other side, isn't it? I kind of feel like that needs to, yeah, possibly come back a bit, actually. Maybe not that far, though. I'll do that, and then we'll you might be going, you didn't used to let the game draw this much geometry on its own. The answer to that being, yeah, we're kind of at the point where longer, flatter geometry, a bit more like the game draws in default, is slightly more realistic. You know, we do have slightly, you know, I do prefer to do it properly, but in this case, it's not bad. It's not badly representative of the sorts of geometry you're going to see. Oh, there we are. We're seeing a bit of demolition there on that building. Well, yes. And although we've got standard S&C units on the other side, we aren't going to manage to have standard S&C units on this side, so let's go for 50 miles an hour turnouts if possible, or 50 mile an hour minimum speed. Oh golly, the thing is that. Oof. We're going to have to go for a 60 on this side, I think. Oh, that is messy. Maybe I want that not to do that, actually. How far can I run? And actually come down and put the turnout in the right place. Yeah, I might do that, just so we can get the... There. Yeah, that's more like it. Yes, lovely, and that'll run in there. Any thoughts on this? 50 miles an hour turns directly in and out platforms. Ambitious for 1962. Yeah, well, there's a little bit of a compromise with the fact the game doesn't give you much space for for a slightly more realistic station through it, where it would kind of run out quite substantially. You know, the game trains will run that speed in the game through the platform because it's quite a long platform, so you know, kind of got to deal with that a bit. Right. So in terms of track layout, I'm happy with that. Do I want this to run a bit further? So we've got, let me just check the speeds. So we've got, that's fine. The other side we do, it's quite a lot slower, but this curve, this is just a bit of a slower curve anyway, to deal with the fact that we've got, as a kind of an inevitability, frankly, because we're at the end of this long set of this long platform where there is always going to be a kink to realign to the straight in the other direction. Slow speed that way. Suburban platforms here. So that's going to come through. Okay, right. Now we can start. Yeah, we can start doing some of this. Yeah, tidying up. There we are. Yeah, lovely. Marvellous. Lovely. And we can start then doing some ballast painting, because this is a nice fresh... Let's sort this out, because this would be lovely. Fresh ballast here from all the new track work. There we are. Let's do the same here as well. There we go. There, get that all tidied up nicely. There we are. And likewise down here. Get this. There. And very nice. So we've got fast and we've got kind of got flanking platforms here, which is nice. That does that there. We've got terminal platforms there. Pakefield flyover, and that curve would be great with regular grass growth around now. Yes. I'm not sure what you mean, new one. Right, that's doing that. What's this? It's just a... Oh, what is that? It's an eagle and it's flying. It's an eagle. There. Yeah, so there's Ashby Road. Still with steam. Still with steam. Running through here. Oh, that's a good point. So that's... Oh, we're going to have to come through and do some electrification. That's coming in here. There's some road construction to go here. Yeah, go birds, indeed. Go birds! Right, if we place the... yes, you're right. The Pakefield curve, we can... Should we do that as a bit of a brief interlude? Yeah, why not? I like brief distractions and interludes. There. Yes, you're right. There would be an element of... Oh, I don't want to do that. We'll do that. There we are. I think it's interesting enough, it does just kind of make it this horrible stained green colour, which is just not, doesn't make anyone very happy. That's the only problem. Or it's this rock colour, which is no good. You're right. Let's not do that. Let's make it nice grass. And then we'll come back to making this ballast again. There, like that. Let's do the same on the other side. There we go. And then we'll come back and tidy up with ballast in a sec. There. Uh-huh. Grass gravel. I've not actually used grass gravel. What does it look like? Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Gravel. Let's do this. Yeah, there we are. There we go. And there. Like Rap Rock or Caramel Sea Salt. Very nice. That dead piss coloured grass. Yeah, it's rubbish, isn't it? The worst embankment. That default embankment grass texture is the worst. Yeah, it's not very nice, is it? Go birds, yes. Okay, right, we had our fun. We had our fun there. Oh, you mean this curve as well? Yeah, this was a while ago. I think this has gone green already, actually. This is kind of already tidied itself up a bit. Oh, houses have grown into this curve already. Nice. Very nice. We can let those houses look kind of how they want to look. There we are. And probably just... there we are. It's a bit nicer, isn't it? And I think, while we're here... let's just... There. Let that get a bit overgrown as well. This one has too much morpeth potential. What, this? That's beautiful. It's beautiful. There we go. Down our East Coast main line. Squiggle. Round here. Oh, this also probably is starting to bed in, isn't it? Maybe since this is, I think, from memory, is this a bit more recent, or is it less recent? I can't actually remember. Yeah. Just want to do, there we go, that bit of this. There. There we go. There we are. Then down here, then down here. Where we do now have signals, by the way. Someone was asking about signals. We do now have them here. Oh yeah, I forgot to finish this road up here. I better do that now while I remember. How am I going to do this? Like this, probably. Oh golly, I don't want to do that. I just want to do something like this. Yeah, there we are. Fine. This planet kind of de facto Anapolis bypass at the moment. There's this road that kind of goes through. Right, where were we? Should we have a look at some architecture? Or should we think about electrification first? Let's have a look at station architecture, because then we need to build roads, and then we can do some electrification. Passenger buildings. Where are we going to put this? Are we going to slam in a bit? Oh golly. Oh, interestingly, you can't quite fit the biggest building. Yeah, okay. So are we going to have a smaller station building, perhaps? A more modest station building, maybe? So something like this, perhaps? This is an option. It's kind of got a bit of scale, but it's also kind of modest. I quite like that, actually. Thoughts? It does have a bit of city road in the middle, you're right, but should I tidy that up? Yeah, you're right, I should make that, make it there. And actually, to be honest, it should also be, yeah, should also be straight. What do you think? Does that cut it? That is quite nice. I quite like that. It doesn't need to be, depends how busy it gets, doesn't it, really? Looks similar size to Cambridge Station. Yeah, I quite like the scale of that. I mean, we could go for a small station building and have it kind of run longer. Should we just have a quick look just to see what that might look like? Just as an idea. But I have a suspicion that it won't look quite as nice. Yeah, we could run longer. How do we want to do that? Maybe place it like here. Oh, see, that also does look quite good. No, I like the bigger, fatter one, I think. I like the bigger, fatter one. Yeah, bigger, fatter, I think. There we go. Choice of building size match to the old Anapolis Central. Interesting suggestion. Yeah, we've kind of done that style before, haven't we? Elsewhere, we've tried to emulate the. Thing is, I don't think there is really a style. It's just they just built a big. They just built it as they kind of. They just built it like that, without that much fanfare. There's not a particular style to the to Anapolis Central. What was the What was the KNRR? I think at the time, was it? Who was it who built? Who was it who? Which railway company built Kingston Central back in the day? Huh. It's a lovely. I know there's lovely dynamic large canopies in the workshop. It's a big gap in this game that you can't build lovely dynamic Station buildings. Right. Challenge mode is what we're going to do about this. Because we don't want to demolish too much, but we're going to need to demolish something. For example, that. But not all of that, I don't think. Or do I do it? Do I just commit and then make it happen? Maybe I'll think. So those two are going to need to go. And possibly... So if I delete these. Alright, that's gone anyway. Okay, fine. There. Now, do I want this to be a big road? No, I don't. It's going to be a small road. Also, it's going to be a city road. There. Oh, with so little demolition to do, I'm just going to tidy this up properly, you know. Just get rid of that and that. And actually... There we are. Let's sort this. They're doing some proper, you know, the socialist government's going to take the opportunity to do some proper socialist town planning. As is their right. There we go. Fine. Put that there. And what are we going to do with this? Are we going to shove this road? Are we going to continue this road out in a straight line like this? Let's do it to here, such that we can continue this road in the required straight line, and also this road, which we're not going to do as a straight line. We're going to make it do that to this sort of to the station building. There we go. Okay. So that's there. So that's going to be our... That's going to be our connection. Fine. On that side. What about on this side? Probably not dissimilar, to be honest. There we are. That big building's gone. RIP, that big building. What about this side? Probably to about there. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can then... There's that. That gives a bit of a... Gives a kind of connection through. Nothing too dramatic. Could we have connected that round to that road and then made that more of a thing? Possibly. Or actually, do we want to do that? Do we want to do it this way? So like... kind of like this. And then that connects up to this big road, which is kind of a bit of a thing, isn't it? It's a big main road. Yeah, let's do it that way. That's nice. Or do we want to continue that? Or do we want to kind of... Maybe we want to maximum... Oh, you know what? Yeah, we're going to do that. So we're actually going to do this. Which is different to all of what I just said. Going to do that. And this. Ugh. Do a better job of that, I think. Ooh. Let's go a little further. And then we're going to do the straight line from here. There. That's quite good. Quite happy with that. Right, challenge mode. The lack of connections across here. We do need a bridge. Oh, actually. Maybe that's what we're going to have here, is not a connection, is actually we're going to have... Is it possible? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. Don't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Right. Can this be a thing? Oh! It can. Why is it so high up? Can I reduce the height of this by a notch? Please tell me I can. Yes, I can. Good. Okay. Noted. Come on. Come on. This would be so nice if I can get this to work. No, it needs to be further. Okay, fine. Ooh, okay. 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 Okay, doubly interesting. Oh, it's a bit weird that it's done whatever the hell that is there. It's a bit strange. Do I just accept that weird ramp? Maybe I do? Question mark? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So we demolished a bridge there that we've now replicated here. Which we can bulldoze that and then reconnect. Oh dear. Like, oh Jesus, not like that apparently. But yes, like that apparently. Okay, weird. Can I do stone approaches? Could stone approaches be nicer? You know, What do you think? Stone approach, steel bridge, not stone approach. Yeah, I'm gonna try the slope trick in a sec. Let's try that. Oh, that doesn't look good. Too much slope. Weird. How bizarre. How actually strange. Oh, absolutely lol at that. Okay, fine. All steel. All steel. Agreed. Okay, fine. All steel. We can facilitate such things. Yeah, there we are. Fine. There we go. That's one nice bridge over the whole thing. Team Steel. Lovely. If you don't have options for minimum bridge height, there's hidden setting for it. Downside is you need to edit the setting file manually. Yeah, we're gonna. As I know that kind of for me in my brain counts a bit like a mod. So we're gonna continue to vanilla. The whole point of the game being this playthrough. Well, one of the points of the playthrough being showing what you can kind of achieve with vanilla. But if you kind of build things looking realistic, that's actually not. It's not bad. It's not bad. I've built better looking bridges, but that. as a kind of a main structure that's over the top of a station like this. Sizable station, main structure. I'm quite happy with that. I think it's we definitely needed to have 4. Oh, master trams. You're posting things and then deleting them. Tell me the thing you're saying. I can't see. I can't read it. I don't know what you're saying. Very nice. Yes. We've got another bridge that's over here that ideally we need to reconstruct. That I might executive order into this. Yeah. So if I do this. Let's see. No, not quite. Interesting. Okay. Oh, well that works. Okay. Oh, I'm good with that. There we are. There's another connection. Remastered vehicle models, which fair enough. Have any of the fixes been announced for the new mod? Anything at all? I've not been keeping up with it at all. It'll be interesting to see what they do. New bridge over the Anapolis Central Station Throat 2. Yeah, it's probably not a bad shout, is it? We've got here. What we do need is definitely a kind of feel like even if it involves housing demolition, we're going to need a bit of this. Oh, what do you mean construction up? Bus stop. Okay, fine. We can facilitate this alteration. We have the capacity. And then we can go back in here and upgrade this street. Because I think you're right. I think it'd be good to have. It'd be good to have something going. Ooh. That we can fix by doing this. And then doing this. Yeah. Okay, now. Sort of weird series of bridges going in all directions. How do we feel about this? This one. This is feeling less good. This one feels like I actually need to build a build the bridge itself and then attach to it. Kind of like so. Yeah, kind of like that. Except not. Yeah, there. Yep. Yep. Okay, and then will that work? There we go. Oops. Ah. Go. There we are. Very nice. Oh, I'll tell you what I need to do, having just done that, is this. And this as well. There. Very nice. Right, that's the road. Is that all the road connections? We could possibly do the connection this direction as well, couldn't we, really? Yeah. Let's do something like that. It's kind of, you know, we don't want the railway to be a big blocker, so let's Or is that too many? Do we think we've got enough connections? Connection up here? That's probably fine, actually, isn't it? What do you think? There is already one further out, you're right. Which we could actually build. We can actually build this sort of situation on here, can we? Like this. Like this, yes, and then the straight line. Yeah, let's do this and this, and then I'm gonna do and this, and also this. Let's just redo this bit. I'm gonna do this as a straight line, like this. Yes. And then I'm going to do something like this. But from here. Yeah, there we are. Lovely. And then this can do this. Yeah. And this can do this. Oh, dang it! Ah. F. Game. Start again. Fine. This time, not gonna be so stupid. I'm gonna do this. No. Yes, this stupid. Do this, and then do this, and then do this. Yes, there we go. Now I can do this. I think. I'm not sure why that's being weird, but anyway, that's fine. That should now allow me to just go like this. Oh, I know why it's not. Which I can come back to. There. Why are you being annoying? I kind of... There, now I can do that. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Fine. Then I have to come back to this. Yeah, do that, and then do this. There. Grand. That's that bit of road done. And all that done. What's this vibration that I see in front of me? That's not useful, that's not useful. Interesting. Too close to the junction. Da, 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 da. Oh, bye, Michael C. Hello again, Michael C. When you join, when you rejoin, since you've probably gone already. Right, that's there. We've got some better connections around Anapolis. Anapolis now a better connected place as a result of some of these changes. Let's have a look at the electrification, shall we? Because we need to have wiring through here. We definitely need to have the wiring on this line as well. So that's done. Re-signaling isn't going to need to happen, definitely. That's going to be fully wired as well. There, so that's all wired up. Lovely. Very nice. That doesn't need to be wired up. This... They're going to wire that up, but then there's an awareness that there's going to be a new station here, in theory. New suburban station. Kind of basically right next to the station right next to the tunnel portal. So it'll be kind of here. They're going to open the tracks out a bit to create the space for it. But there will be theoretically, will be a new suburban station up here. Fine. Yes, we've got some satisfying urban planning going on. We've tidied this space up here, making better use of the area. But we're not finished yet, for a couple of reasons. Oh, just noticed that I did not do my job here. There we are. This is a track that can just be removed. There. But it can also probably get removed way back to here. Oh man, the level crossing here just really could do with not being a level crossing, couldn't it? It's such a difficult. There's no easy way to get past it either. It's funny, these curves are really flat and weird. Yeah, like not at all how I ideally would have built this railway. It's quite something actually. Now, let me have a think about this, because we want to... Let's see. From the article about the upcoming console release posted by... Constructions are now completely stable in terms of FPS. Okay. Referring to the work the game engine has to do in placing or editing stations. Ah, okay. So that might speed things up a bit. Will I leave the underbridge in place if I demolish the tracks either side of it? Yeah, let's see, shall we? I think I am going to... It just depends on... Where are these services running to? So... Why is... Oh, I got rid of the turnout that's needed over here. That's why. That's why everything's a bit confused. Fine. There. That means that should all now be working again. In theory, but isn't. Okay. Zaszto. Let's see. Fixed. And this one. No, not managed vehicles. Where are we? This one. There. Yes, I know that everything's broken. I'm getting there. It's interesting enough. This entire these tracks are basically redundant. They're not really needed anymore. Okay, which is interesting. So it's just these, which, and then the connection here. These tracks are also. Okay, so I think we've got some options. I think what we're going to do is do some track remodeling down here. We're going to just get rid of this bit here entirely. Get rid of some No, first thing we're going to do is make sure I've done my job properly. Here we are. Fine. There, now this should all be functioning a bit better. Oh, and I deleted the wrong bit. Marvellous. It's always what you want to see, isn't it? The thing is, I'm kind of going to get rid of this alignment anyway, as you'll see in a sec. There, let's do that. Because I want to have this straighter, in fact. There we are. It's not a very maintainable geometry at the moment. No, let's do that, and also we can kind of... So let's just... So that gets rid of some level crossing there, which is minor progress. We're now going to firstly do this. Tie this mess up. Yes, we're going to get rid of... Yeah, there we go. Let's tidy this up. So now let us... Oh, that's probably why I did it kind of a bit naff, because I was dealing with the gradient. Interesting. So it's quite a steep gradient to get up this hill. Noted. Although, it seems to climb when you go up like that, which is a bit weird. So if I do it like that... and then kind of keep doing that. Is it gonna... Anyway. Right. Irrelevant. Let me... What? Yeah, there we are. Good. And now if I do this, what speed have we got? 127. Okay, so we need to come down the hill a bit further here. That'll do me nicely. But also good about this. What is also good about this is that I can... Oh. I can tidy this up as well. So this is still going to come through here like this. But I think we're going to see... We're going to see a double junction. I'm going to do a double junction with it still. Probably. There. Marvellous. This can be upgraded to a new level crossing, as it should really have happened a very long time ago. And we have some former tracks to tidy up. Also signals. What signals did I just bulldoze? And what signals do I need to worry about? Oh. Oh, double whammy of problems that I just caused there, actually. To the point where I'm going to put that back. Put that back! Put that back! Only so that I can do this. There. There, better. Don't think you need 4 platforms enrichment. The only challenge is it's not easy for me to... Well, let's say that. What are the services actually doing when they come in here? Oh, yeah, good point. They really could just be running through, couldn't they? Trouble is that then makes this the main line, which could be fine. Actually, kind of, yeah, yeah. Yes, indeed. Okay, yeah, there's a point. We can probably do something else then. Let's get rid of that for stars, and get rid of this and this. Do. Do. Get rid of this curve as well. Tidy this up. I'm sure right. whoever it was who just suggested that. Air. Yes. Yes. Correct. Agreed. That's where we're going to, I think. Oh, there we go. Perfect geometry too. 60-mile-an-hour curve. What more could you want out of it? Lovely. Other than the fact that's quite steep, which is a horror show. So I'm not going to do that. That's also actually wasn't particularly perfect. We're going to go down to there, and we're going to might as well draw that as one long straight with a single grade, and go a bit lower actually. So we'll tidy that up a bit. Yeah, where was I going down to? About here. There, that's probably better. Oh, slightly flatter curve. Fine. So that's all that, that's all that. What line have I just screwed up again? It's this one. If I do this and then do this, it's now fixed. Lovely. So that's now tidied up a bit. Yeah, now I can also do this, well, you see. Yeah, we can get rid of quite a lot of unnecessary 4-track railway now as well. Oh, I didn't want to do that, did I? I wanted to do it on that side, but not this side. I've gone and screwed that up. Wait a minute. Ugh. Sigh. Easiest way to fix this is to put this back here. Oh, but higher. I will insist on screwing things up, won't I? That's just how I roll in this game. You know I don't play the game well. I'm not competent at this. Yeah, that's better. Whomst among us? Whomst among us? Right, let's try that better now. Yeah, I've kind of made the problem worse on that side, but anyway. That is better. Good. Right. Now I need to go in and do this more. Okay. We have to come back and re-signal this, aren't we? We've kind of done all that. Fine. So we can get rid of this and this and this and this. Yeah, it's because of the road below. That's correct. It's fine. We're getting there. Oof. Oof. There we are. Look at this. There we are. Grand. Oh dear. That's running through there. There we are. Glorious. We've got railway. We can also therefore tidy this up too, because we don't need all this track work, do we? Let's face it. It's quite a major bit of rationalisation, but we don't need it because the services just don't run in in the way that they did when we had multiple companies competing. We just don't have that. All the duplication, all the unnecessary duplication that was happening, and there was a lot of unnecessary duplication. So we can now bid farewell to some of this funky track geometry that we had through here. And this too. Do-do-do. There. That's that sorted. The station approach was always a bit doolally, wasn't it? Yeah, but now somewhat simplified because it can be, which is fine. That's fine, folks. That road going that way, the railway going that way. Fine. Then continue along here, dithering all over the place. Coming in here. Yeah, very nice. I'm interested to see what the developers do with that space, so we'll just kind of leave that for them to work out what they're going to do. Let me just check. Electrification-wise, yeah, nothing on there, nothing on there. Yeah, fine. Good. Right. Now, the last thing is last. Oh no, not last. Let's finish Anapolis City because we've not done the. So we've got what have we got? I think one of these here, one of these here, one of these here, one of these here. Another one, like another one here. Maybe one here, like this, like this. There's that. And then another one kind of here. Yeah, I think that's nice. Yeah, and then we can do canopy as far as this. Very slow, by the way. I don't know why it's going so slow. Oh, presumably, but in relation to some of the aforementioned graphics issues when that the new version of the game might fix? Question mark. No, that's it. That's happy with that. That looks good to me. There is Anapolis City Station. Well, it was in the plan a long time ago, but never necessarily as part of the mainline modernisation, just more of the kind of suburban plan. But the socialist government has incorporated that, so they incorporate the suburban plans along with the need for them to have this upgraded East Coast mainline. There you are. So that is Anapolis City. Woo. We've got some services to tidy up, haven't we? We need to work out. Okay. We can do that. Let's work through them. So, 1003 Thapst to Bradshaw, managed line. So, what is it? Thapst to Bradshaw. Well, that's just simply not going to go through Annapolis Central, is it? It's going to go... get rid of that. Get rid of that. It's going to go Bradshaw Central to... Did I just get rid of Thapst? I did, didn't I? Oops. Annapolis City. Then up to Thapst. Is that all that one is? Thapst Bradshaw. Yeah, it is. Where did it go before? What did I just get rid of? That's not true, usually it is Thapst. Okay. I presume it goes right up to... Yeah, okay. To Thapst. And then back to Annapolis City. I'm going to turn this on pink briefly, just so I can see where it's going. Thapst, it can call at any or all, because we've got quite a... Okay, it's quite an old station through it now, isn't it, really? But anyway, it can call at all of the above. Where do we normally have it coming in? Did it used to come in at the end here or something? Like in at platform 1, maybe? Did it do that? I think maybe it did. Yeah, okay, let's do that and just say it calls at platform 1 because nothing else does. Anapolis City, we want it to call at... So on the way, let's say we probably want it to call at where it is now. Yep, platform 6. But on the way back, we want it to come through platform 3. So we call those they're the slows, aren't they? Yeah. Do we want to do that, or do we want the fast lines? Let's say slows. Let's say slows. That's done now. What is it? That's 1E, so it's an express. So I'm going to make it bright red as a bit of a reminder. Yes, 1960s station buildings are a massive miss. I quite like the 30s ones, but they're just absolutely missing the... yeah, they're missing out on the on having concrete station buildings, because I think the new high-tech ones that appear in whichever year they appear are kind of gross. I think in 1980, I think they appear. Anyway, that's that done. Fine, good. Happy days. Let's do this one now. Manage line. So we can get rid of... You know what? We can do this. Yeah. And then get rid of this. And then this is going all the way up here. What is this? This is 2E. Oh, this is the all stopper. Okay. Crikey. Yeah. Hendon, and then coming into Anapolis City again. Yes. Lovely. Annapolis City. It's going to come through in platform 6. Yep. And then it's going to come through the other direction. Platform, what is it? 3. Yes, 3. Weirdly, it can somehow call it... Yeah, there we are. I might put... Yeah, okay. Okay, there we are. Yep. 3E1, Bradshaw to Annapolis. That's the suburban service. Yep. And that's coming through... Let's manage that line. Annapolis Central to Bradshaw Central. We do want that to come in there, so we just need to do this. And it should. Where's that going, though? Jesus. Why isn't it coming up onto... Oh, yeah. Because we haven't actually plumbed that in yet. So we kind of need to plumb that in, even if temporarily. Which I think we do need to do. We need to temporarily plumb this in. Which we can do. Let's do it right now. Fine. There. Just a temporary set of equal splits there. And that'll get our trains going in that direction. Which then means... Oh, where was I? I was doing this. So it's actually... Well, for starters, it's Bradshaw. Then it's going to be... West Hove. Then... Ashby Road. Then Annapolis Central. Then Ashby Road. Then West Hove. And then back to Bradshaw Central again. Why is he not happy about that? Oh, it's because it made bad decisions about which track to go through. Ooh, no. Why is he not happy about that? Why for are you not happy? Have I got a signal blocking it over here or something? No, I don't. What's it unhappy about? Is it just confused itself? Right, fine. West Hove. Which, yeah, quite. The other direction from West Hove, it needs to come through platform 2. Yes. And then in Ashby Road, it's going to be platform 1. It's going to come through, yes. On the way back, it's going to come back through platform 2. Then in Anapolis Central, it's because there's not a turnout at Anapolis Central. Okay, yeah, fine. Oh god, how am I going to facilitate that though? That's a very good point, because there's bugger all room. Yeah. Because this is going to be too tight to fit one in here. Good point. Crikey, how am I going to facilitate that? I need there to be those to be 120 long, which they are. Aren't they? Yes, they are. Those are 120 meter long platforms. Huh, okay. How tightly can we squeeze this in? Too much curvature. Okay. How about... Oh, this is going to be messy, isn't it? Can I do it? Is it going to allow me to squeeze it in? It's going to be too tight, I think. If I do it, I have to do it from the other side to make sure that it's... How can I do this, I wonder? Oh, come on. Oh, it just won't have any of it, will it? And there we go. Okay. That's that's more like what the geometry's going to be, is it? Okay. It's never going to work on that side. But what I might be able to do is do this. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to make this a 25-mile-an-hour turnout. We're going to do it from the other side. So from here... okay, 30 to there, and then on the other side... Yeah. That should tidy that up, meaning that that can now do what it needs to do. Lovely. Oh, except where it can. And if I press this, is that going to fix it? Yes, it is, because I'd obviously entered the wrong platforms in earlier. Fine. Now fixed. And that can call into any of these platforms, actually. So, at Anapolis Central, so let's put in... No, it doesn't seem to think it can call at platform 5. Why is it? Why not? Why don't you think you can reach it from... If you go this way, then you can go that way and end up on the right. But they can go in either direction, so it shouldn't make a difference. I don't know why I've got that signal there, though. Oh, that literally fixed it. How weird. Okay. Fine. Fine. I remain confused, but I'm not going to argue. Let's also make this the right colour. Okay, so that's coming in there. What else have we got then? Bradshaw, Bodmin, Annapolis. Ah, of course. This one. So that's coming in to Ashby Road. If I just click this, it should fix it. Yeah, it's fixed it. Anapolis Central, it can call it either 4 or 5. Why? So puzzled by this. Don't forget to signal this lows to branch out. Yeah, I need, there's quite a bit of signalling to do. For sure. Why is it so puzzled by this? So if I go over here, okay, you know what? Let's just not let it call it 5. So that one comes at 4. This one comes at 5. Fine. Fine. Yeah. 4 and 5. Fine. Whatever. 3T. Thapst Anapolis. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. Thapst to... Just Thapst to Anapolis. Why have I got that down as... Oh, I suppose it is mostly. So that's going Anapolis Central to Rugeley Central to Haverhill, Donwood, Thapst. Kind of is a suburban service, I suppose, but it's not really. It's kind of regional, isn't it? It begs the question why I've called it 3T01 when actually it's probably 2T01. Except there won't be 2T01 because there's probably another 2T0. Well, there's definitely another 2T01. Let me go down here. 2T01 Thapst Anapolis Thapst Rally. So this one should be probably be. Thing is, that's going to be Thapst. Two T06, 2T0. It's going to be Thapst. Let's call it Thapst 2T08 for now. I think probably you're going to have. I think that's probably going to end up being Thapst 2. Thing is, I think that's not a T. That's going to be. It's going to be a 2E, and then it's going to be a whatever the relevant number is. Let's go up to 2E. 2E. There's not many. There's no one. 2E02, and it's going to be Bradshaw to Thapst, and then it's going to be. Just need to add a station. That station being Bradshaw Central, and then Anapolis City, and then I can just get rid of Anapolis Central altogether, and then we come down here. Thing is... Oh, okay. Interestingly, those are going to run on the suburban lines by the look of it, because if I make that pink... Yeah. Because it's coming off these lines here. Well, there's always a slightly strange service that you can't quite accommodate in the way you wish to. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to be having... There's supposed to be a station throw... That's why. There needs to be a throw up here. Nah, okay. So there we go. That's the thing I need to do. Let me go do this then. Let me come in here. We have a station throw to construct. We're going to need... Thing is, to build a station throw, it kind of needs that new station to appear, doesn't it? That'll be alright, because we'll start up here. We'll start up here. So... 40 mile an hour turnouts, 40 from there, 40 to here. Yep, fine. Let's do from here to here as well. 40, 40, lovely. I need that to be able to cross over into here. So actually that's going to determine what, okay, right, that's the determining factor. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. The determining factor is the fact that I just in case I want a crossover here. And that is going to be 40. Yeah, there we go. Can I get 41? No, 40 there. Then I'm going to go down here. And then I'm going to do this one over here as well. So that's going to go to here. 40. That's going to do that as well. There. That's going that way, and that's going to go this way. 40. Yes. Cool. And then we need one more going the other way, which is we're going to go from here, I think. I forgot. Yeah. From here. There we are. Come in there, then go that way and that way. That should give me the flexibility to allow. There we are. That's going that way. Oh, I'm here. Where's my OLE at that point? Just built a load of an electrified railway, haven't I? Oh, that's no good. Electrify. Electrify. There we are. Oh, damn it. Don't want to do that. There. Oof. Crikey. It's a very good point about crossovers and bridges. Yes, never best practice, but they are doing it. At this point, they're still doing it. They're doing it to make use of the space they have. Because they do have limited space. Again, there's a little bit of a compromise with the game. There's like a slight balance of realism. We might come back and revisit some of that, but there's like a slight balance of realism, unrealism. That's surely a contributing factor to things not being very healthy as well. Now we fixed that. Good. Oh, that definitely shouldn't be electrified. Or did we electrify that and we knew it was supposed to be electrified? I can't remember. Anyway, it's not going to be for now because we need to do that. Work out what we're doing down at that end for the new suburban station. It's going to sit here somewhere, somehow. Somewhere. Right, so that's done. Let's get back to our service shenanigans then. So is this now... Yeah, so now this pinky service actually needs to go into the main lines. Also, while I'm here, I'm afraid I think I'm going to put this into 4. I put this into 5 because that's an express service. So I'm going to have the regionals there, and the express services are going to come through the middle. There we are. But this is an express. This is a regional service, so it's going to come through. Oh, that was Bradshaw, so it's coming through platform 6 first. Then it's going to come back through Anapolis on platform 3. Just like that. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Through there. Happy days. Nice. Very, very, very nice. What were we saying? It's gone. Yeah, people are wondering where that the huge station throat was. That Blobby Tables has only just caught up with things. Right. The local service up to Ashbourne Ferry. This is an easy one for us to manage. There it goes. Yeah, there it goes. In and out. Except it's going to go. It's definitely going to go. Yeah, there we are. There we are. Oh dang. There is going to need to be a Crossover here. Oh, there's a lot of signalling to do as well. There's so much signalling to do. I know, folks. I know. The crossovers. So the scissors here. Oh no, the scissors there should work. That should do the job. I've just not. Sorry. So it's going to come in Ashbourne Town and then Anapolis City, and it is gonna be on 8. Yes. And then it's going to come back through on 7. Kind of like that. There we are. Yes, that's right. Happy with that. Happy days. It's going to come through there. Do that. Marvellous. Why on earth is it by-dyeing itself through... Why is it doing that? We're going to... What? What? Why does it think that's quicker? It's doolally, I tell you. Yeah. Actually, it wasn't a crossover that caused a shader to slam in to make the bridge collapse. It wasn't a crossover. It was just the fact that the tire of the wheel failed. Why can't you? Why can't? Why are you puzzled? Cannot connect all alternative termini. Well, let's do that then for now. I'm baffled and puzzled by this situation, but I suppose we're going to tidy this up with signalling momentarily. These are a pair of knackered old signals that need to go anyway. As are these. So that's needing tidying up. All this needs re-signalling. So we're going to have to do that, because there's just an enormous lack of general lack of signals going on around here. Okay. Yeah, signal. Then, I mean, signals up here aren't so bad because we've just. Although this one makes. Oh, we're gonna get rid of this anyway. I think maybe we're just gonna re-signal this whole pop. Anyway, right? Because we've changed up quite a bit. I think. So it's going to get re-signaled as part of the. It is going to get re-signaled as part of the Anapolis works. Yeah, okay. Oh, where to start though, man? I mean, okay, so what else is left to tidy up? It's just these two, right? This little local train here. Whose local service is this? Oh, Ashbourne Ferry. RIP. And this one, which is there. Problem solved. Look at all these people, these naive fools waiting. So we've got all the services and trains fixed. Oh yeah, you're right. If the crossover hadn't diverted the train into the pillar, it would have the issues wouldn't have happened. So forgive me. You're right. You're right. New one. That's doing that. That's doing that. That's doing that. Wasn't there a bus thing that we have bulldozed? That's such a good point, actually. So let me just have a look at the bus lines through here, because probably need to have a little think about how this connects up to the rest of the city, don't we? Yeah. I mean, generally, the bus service needs a bit of work here anyway, because it's built. The bus service has kind of been designed for a time when the city was a very different shape, wasn't it? Yeah, and it's expanding greatly. Efford Bridge bus stop was right above the middle of Anapolis City. Efford Bridge, yeah. So there's Efford and then Efford Bridge here. Yeah. Just having a little think about what I'm going to do on that one. I think. I think I might do... Let's have a little thing. So I want the bus service to come in. Go over there. We definitely want a bus stop here. Which we can call BT New Effort Bridge, because that's what that is. Fine. And I think what we're going to do is actually move this bus stop to here. And we'll be calling this... Well, what is this? It's West Effort, isn't it? And then we don't need to have this one in the middle. We can kind of get rid of it. So we've got, yeah. Let me just get rid of effort. By effort. Wait, what's it doing? Why is it doing what it's doing? None of that makes any sense. Why are you doing this? Ah! It's gonna go. Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. So from Church Lane, it's going to go there. That makes more sense. Oh, right, done. I think that results in a slightly better spread of bus stops, because that one covers all that, that one covers all that, that one covers all that. Yeah, fine. What was the other one we had, though? We had... these down here, which are actually fine, to be honest. Ashby Wood, Ashby Road. Yeah. And we need more bus services here, so there's clearly some stuff to be done. Ashbourne Ferry local service at Anapolis City has the platforms reversed, left hand running through the station currently. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you're right. Oops. Anapolis City, that should be running. And then 8. Yeah. Noted. I still can't use Terminal 4. Yes, thank you. That'd be a nightmare. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Yes. There we go. Oh, I'm mildly brain fried as to what's the next thing we need to do. Signalling is the main thing we need to do, isn't it? But before we do signalling, we then need to think about what's happening to Annapolis Central. Well, indeed, what is happening to Annapolis Central? A lot. Here we go. It could have been a source of a crash in a lengthy investigation, that wrong roading. Absolutely. It's a good job you spotted it and we fixed it. Thanks, MG. Solving the problem again. Alright. I'll be very careful not to demolish anything I don't want to demolish. There we go. Oh. We're getting there. Oh my goodness. Do. What a fall from grace, some might say, for a once grand station. But it's a terminal station on a main line, and those are a pain in the backside. Those are a pain in the backside. So there we are right now. Let's see. So I have to be very careful. There we go. There we are. Oh my goodness, what an incredible change. An enormous alteration here. I'm going to place some roads, because I think the game will make a screw up of it, so I'm going to place some roads here. Oh, what's interesting is that the... Yeah. Let's see. Oh, there's some German going on. Let's see how my German's going. Terminal stations on mainlines are a pain in the backside. We're going to ignore Maghull Central and Stratford Joint then. Noted. Or are we? Oh. Wait, who else? Who's there's a German conversation going on. Leipzig steht noch. Allerdings sind die Gleise unter dem City-Tunnel stillgelegt und weggerissen und sicherlich auch noch ein paar weitere auf der anderen Seite. There we are. Which means Leipzig's the same. Has the platforms are under the city tunnel. Stillgelegt. Oh, my vocabulary is dropped away. Weggerissen. Oh, crikey. Let me think. What a moment to return. Yeah. On the other side. So, der anderen Seite is the other side. A pair also on the other side. Nunu1, please translate for us. And see if my German translation, which my German is shoddy nowadays, see if it's good enough to have kind of got the knack of it. Ich habe Sauerkraut in meine Lederhosen. Thank you, Quasi Belgium. Yeah, there we are. Wonderful. What was I doing? I was drawing some things. So I think this bus stop needs to move for starters, because it's kind of a little bit in the way, so we're going to move it to first we're going to build this street, aren't we? We're going to build this this road. There. Then we're going to place those buildings again. Yeah, there we go. Good, so that'll work fine. Lovely. Now, what do I do with this? I'm going to do like a straight line maybe here. What have straight lines done to ever hurt anyone other than reduce the number of buildings you can fit into a space? Fine. Do I want to then just sort of do a bit of a... Maybe I want a straight. Thing is, I don't want to put it onto that bit because it's horrible. I think what... Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to lock these out, so that sort of stays how it is for now. Fine. Let's see. Leipzig stands about the same. Some tracks above the city tunnel are abandoned, but surely some few on the other... Oh, surely, of course. Sicherlich is surely. Surely a few on the other side as well. Yeah, there we are. So that's like that. And we're going to have more road on the other side. But I think not a big road. Unlike the other side there, we can have a little road. Oh, that's a big tall building we're going to flatten. We don't want to do... Do we want to do that? Maybe not. Maybe we're going to do this, and then we're going to... Just getting rid of an old... That building's quite an old building, I think. 1910, whereas that is 1931. Yeah, fine. We're going to do this. Like that. Then we're going to do this. Like this. And then we're going to do this, like... Oh, can I get away without bulldozing too? The answer is no. What I'm going to do is bulldoze this again. And then place this... I'm going to first of all do a bit more straight. Just a little bit more straight here. Yeah, to like there. And then from here to here. And then I'm going to place a bus stop over here, which theoretically solves that problem, I think. Yep. And also we're going to build another little street here. There. That'll do. There. Doing some urban redevelopment. Lovely. Very nice. This can also probably do this, can it? Let's be honest. Do we need that? Do we need that bit there? Don't know if we do. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, so we have some nice development there, which I think might come up kind of interestingly. So we'll see how that ends up looking. There we are, and that is still Anapolis Central. It's going to have... I mean, there's been a tailing off of its use because I think it's seen services directed away from it for kind of a few years as the East Coast Main Line modernisation was kind of announced and understood. We'll let this develop naturally. I just wanted the town centre to be right, so that's been done that way. Now, it's signalling time. Now we've witnessed this enormous fall from grace. There was a station there once. Now there isn't. Crikey. We've witnessed this enormous fall from grace. We're going to see... We're going to plant some signals. That rightly should be bi-die, but these ones are going to be... They're not going to be bi-die, are they? These are going to be one-way signals, so... That is definitely going to go there, and that is definitely going to go there, because we want to prioritise the fast services, so those are going to be signalled, whereas the other ones are not. Thing is, I've been through this battle before, and the challenge is that you... anyway, I was going to say the challenge is that you... oh golly, you know what I've not done is leave any space for signals here, but that's alright, because they're going to plant the signal there... Oh, and anyway, that needs to be upgraded to concrete anyway. And kind of in honesty, that's all going to be kind of done in concrete as well. There we are. Oh, they're going to lay that in concrete too, I think. They'll put the whole lot of that in. It's just this end where they're going to then go back to timbers, I think. Yeah. Yep. Or are they going to do that in concrete as well? Probably just going to do the whole... If I'm trying to think what they do with the renewal, if they're... I think they'd just do the whole... They'd do the whole thing in... what is it? It's 1962. No, I think that's fine. Right, signals again. This end, what we're going to do here, to be honest, there's not going to be a signal there until it reaches this point, is there? And this is going to be, it's not going to be one way. And the signal is going to be on, probably on that side, or should we say it's on this side? Yeah, okay. But it's going to be, is going to be one way at this point. Yep. Oh, this is probably an easier thing to span signals along. So we know that signal blocks, that's 160 meters. So if we get our, oh, maybe we are still going to just do 320 meter long block lengths. Yeah, there we are. Fine. So the traditional way, with me putting my finger on the screen. There we are. Another one there. This one anyway is going to be here to protect the. And that's going to go there. Fine. So then we need another little building. There. Now I'm hoping. Yes, I need to double this one up. I'm going to do it before I forget because I'm essentially an idiot. I'm hoping that we've got about 320 meters. Ah, yes. Lovely. You just witnessed a noise that probably I shouldn't have made publicly, in honesty. That was you can live with that one for the rest. Yeah, you've got that one for the rest of your lives. Let's plonk in a signal here. Fine. And I mean, there's a resounding lack of signals down this side as well, isn't there, really? That signaled it there. Kind of confused as to what... Oh, okay, yeah, that's to stop the main line, and then that's going to come down here. Kind of feel like then that signal... There'll probably be a signal here. Yeah. What about going the other direction? That goes round... Oh, there is a signal up there. Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. Okay, well, we'll leave that other side perhaps as it is at the moment, even though it's a bit weird. We'll get to rationalising as we go on. That comes along there. So we've done this side. Good. This side, though. This side... It's a little shorter than I'd like as a signal block, isn't it? But we've got ages until the next one, haven't we? So even though those are in there, we can maybe just push them into the mouth of the tunnel a bit. Yeah, okay, so maybe we'll do exactly that. Let's just do it about there. Push it into the tunnel a bit. There. What we might do while we're here, though, is just a bit of a whistle when they come into the tunnel. A bit of a warning for. There we go. There, marvelous. Now, right, the slow lines we need to now think about. So, I think is the signal set that way. Fine. I think we're gonna need yes. We're gonna have a signal there, and then another signal here, then another signal. What's the distance here? Oh, it's about. Okay. So then if we have, yeah, so that's there. Yeah, I'm inclined to put a signal here and then another signal here. This is a suburban service, more frequent trains, blah, blah, blah. Is the Bodmin loop also going to get electrified? Whether that's within scope is being determined. I mean, the aspiration of Alphatros Railways is that it'll be electrified, but it's not currently... it's a separate project. It's not currently. It is included currently within the modernisation plans. If you remember, there was a kind of a readjustment of the plans. Was it last year? Then that white paper came out, but it is still included within the scope. They just haven't. They're not doing it yet. I don't want this to be... You know, this is fine. So that's there, and this is going to be... Oh, I see, I've got that as a bit of a... Continue onwards, but how much is... Can you get another block in there? No, I'll leave that there, that's fine. Then that's going to go this way. This is then going to go... To be honest, it's going to go this way, and I'm at peace with this just having an entry signal into the station, and to be honest, the same in the other direction. And then that, kind of leave that as it is, because that's TBC, really, isn't it? So that's there, that's there. What's going on here? We don't... Yeah, because this is a junction, we're going to kind of leave that as it is. Fine. Yeah, fine. Got the individual signal there. That's come over to here, got the individual signal there. So then in terms of what's happening here, we definitely can put a signal here, I think. And then... How long is this? Is this 160? No, it's not. So let's not put a signal in there. Signal is going to go there. And then another signal is going to go... halfway between these two, I think. It's going to go like this. Yeah. And then this one. And this is going to... Oh, no, it's not, because there's a station going to be put here. So that's fine. The station will go there. Now, has that made the trains do what they're supposed to do here? And stop doing the weird stuff? Oh, was it doing the weird stuff because I got the platforms wrong in the first place? Yeah, it must have been. So now it's working. There we are. So we've got all that. We've got all that. We've got... It's interesting. This bit exists, but isn't really used at the moment, which is interesting as well. Let's see. So that's... I think we're there, aren't we? Is that everything? Is that everything kind of sorted? With this incredible alteration to the big old city of Anapolis, but hopefully provided a bit more connectivity. What's interesting is because of the way the city has grown, the station is arguably better located, or certainly it's pretty well located relative to kind of the rest of the city. When this bloody mine disappears eventually, that'll be ripe for development as well. I think this'll be this'll end up being quite a nicely positioned mainline, kind of major city station, I think. I think it's not badly located. I think we do need to link it up to the buses while we're here, though. So, let's have a little think about that. So... How are we going to do that? What are we thinking? Do you want a connecting bus service that... Well, the thing is that bus kind of feeds into it, but... and again, this... Does that connect to it? That connects to it. That connects to it. It'd be nice to be slightly more direct, wouldn't it? Though. What are your thoughts, folks? The top triangle bit would be used by Bradshaw, Northern Annapolis Suburban Service. The top triangle top bit. Not triangle top bit. Oh, you mean this bit here? Make the bus line do a little loop in front of the station building. No. I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to. Now, I've got this elevated bit here. What do I want to do with that? Because that's the old road there, isn't it? Do I want to just kind of... No, I don't, because it's horrible. Everything about it is disgusting, and it's just not working. Maybe I want to do like a straight line down to there, or something like that. Maybe. Something like that, perhaps. Or should we let the game work out what it's going to do there? Do we maybe want to do something like this? Like that. Oh, you know what? I think we definitely do want to do something like that. That's fun. Quite like that. And that'll help with this as well. Nicely. What about this? What about the equivalent down here? It's not quite... I quite like the embankment. That's because that's the old ground for the bridge that was bulldozed, and we're going to kind of leave that there. And people, you know, for these people here, the road used to be there, didn't it? That's them walking. Don't know what's happened to her. Oof. Yeah, that's the guy out of I was going to say it looks a bit like the guy out of LA Noire, but it doesn't quite. I mean, it does there, maybe. These two. It's just a really big guy there, as you can see. Just capture that for posterity. Mary Poppins, yeah. Quite. Anyway, I'll leave them to it. I'm sure they'll all end up where they need to be when the game is unpaused. He does look a bit like Cole Phelps. You're right, he does. I thought so. Massive Cole. Yeah, Cole Phelps, massive. Yeah, there's a Cole Phelps vibe of that guy. What do you think of the station then, folks? What do you think of it? I like that. I think it looks great. This needs to do a bit of this. And also, yeah, that's fine. Cheers, B Crossing. Lovely to see you. I think quite a lot of this is going to get tidied up as the city expands, and they'll do lots of landscaping around here. I reckon that'll tidy a lot of this up. Yeah, so some of the roads around here are gonna. I think they probably will tidy up some of the. Yeah, not least some of the station plaza there that is tidying up. Yeah. Tidy that up a bit as well. Yeah. What else could benefit from a bit of a tidy up? Oh, that's all kind of fine. That probably. Yeah, there we are. Just a bit of a. What else? Oh, the other side, of course, as well. That was already like that. This we can do. This. Yeah, just doing a bit of yeah, planted these roads. There we are. That's still going to be the square though. Let's not mess that around. There we go. Look at that. Quite pleased with it all. We'll see what happens. We'll see what change occurs. Let's save. Let's save this damn thing. Save it as a separate save for now, actually, just in case. I think we're happy with it. Golly. Why not demolish the rest of the unused platforms, leaving just one segment next to the building? Because they're not going to for now. There's been a... You remember the protest that happened at... the big protest that happened over at Bradshaw. You know, the former Bradshaw Central. That has... That anger somewhat has meant that they're going to leave these platforms here, and well, are they though? Are they going to just? We just saved it. Shall we have a look and see? Because maybe you're right. Maybe they are going to do that. I still think maybe they're going to keep it just as part of the historic, just as a historic building. They've already shortened it at this end, haven't they, though? It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. The platforms demolish the canopies. Thing is, I think for me, I'm imagining the canopies are actually like as if there's a big station roof, so I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm going to leave it there. Run one of the Richmond lines at City through and connect in with the fasts just before the ladder, even if no trains use it normally. Could run one of the Richmond lines at City through. Oh, through this lot? Nah. Nah. Leave it as it is. Right. So it does mean we've got some services now. I mean, there aren't many services running. Let's face it. There's not that many services running on the fasts, are there? These here. Not that many. We've got 3. We've got 1 express service, which goes Thapst Bradshaw. We haven't got a... Also, confusingly, that feels like it's going to be a Bradshaw to Thapst as well. I'm not quite sure what it says. There isn't... Yeah, there isn't a 1E01 at this point, which is interesting. So 1E01 doesn't exist yet, which is you know, point to notice. Yeah. Anyway, all the existing services, they can't really run in new services yet because much of the line is, you know, quite a sizable section of the line is still not done yet. There's more to be done. But oh dear, something was there once upon a time and is no longer there. Reminds me of Adelaide railway station. The country and long distance services removed to a new station. The existing one was rationalised and covered over. Yeah, this sort of thing happens pretty commonly. Yeah, allow myself to just take a little shot there for the thumbnail, right? There we are. Boom. Let's do another one down here just in case. I'm not quite sure how it fits with the thumbnail. Let's do another one. Right. Let's go. There's a lot of change. It's going to take a little while for it to unpause after that, I reckon. What's happened to this Steam? Just distributing. What is this service? Bradshaw Anapolis. There we are. There's quite a lot has happened there. That's quite a big old change. Ignore the fact this is a blinking bus stop that's got the flipping bus stop numbers in it. But anyway, irritating. This is hopefully going to radically alter as people start gathering to use it. We'll see. I'm sure that'll end up in the right place. All these people. Just huge numbers of people just abandoning this station. Yeah, hundreds of people. Wonder where they're all off to. I don't know. I don't know where they're off to. Oh, they're all going onto this platform. Good grief. The Ashbourne ferry service. Now. That's a good point. No, through the city station. Oh, was that Richmond? Oh, through this side and through. No, it's going to be a terminus. I think it's going to be a terminus. Operationally, they don't want to mix the East Coast Main Line with the stuff that's coming through there. They want to keep them distinct. Big crowd crush, yeah. Ashbourne ferry service is... Well, let's just say LOL is what we're going to say. Firstly, because also I have no idea where this train is going to be. It could be miles away. Oh no, it's over here. But it's heading... God knows where it's heading. The long way round. Yeah, it's going to head round there, and then it's going to go up here, and then up there. And it's going to take bloody ages. So there's going to be just a flipping 1,000 people waiting for this train to come through here. It's going to take a long time before they've been dissipated, I can tell you that for free. Cripes. What I might do though Yeah, what do we think? What I do think is actually that we're going to swap this out with 3 of those, get rid of that, and 1 of these. At least then that'll dissipate some of the numbers with, okay, not quickly, but at some pace. Oh, there we are. What else are we seeing? Not really much report. It's all very quiet, really. Rancho Vorios Lemon. That's a moneymaker. Yeah, I think that's that, really. May 25th. Good little crowd for the rail bus. Yeah, I know, right? Bit of a change. There's some serious railways we've just constructed there. Some serious railway. We've got this big bridge that's very nice. The new effort bridge. We've got this bridge which is fairly nice as well. Probably need to think about another bridge connecting up these two because again, it's quite, yeah. Anyway, railways galore. What is this? Is this the suburban service here? Oh my goodness, it's still got the old, stock. Kind of feel like that's a situation that needs reversing. But anyway, what speed can this do as a result of that stock? Not much, I'm guessing. What's speed? Top speed, 56 miles an hour. Not too bad. The rail bus that couldn't. Yeah, we swapped it out. Goodbye, rail bus. 153 on a Sunday Salop service vibes. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. Right. Everyone, I'm going to bid you all farewell. It's a shorter stream than usual, but still 2.25 hours, so crikey. I'm going to bid you farewell. That was that. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to bid you farewell. What we're going to do is this. We're going to save again. I'm going to bid you farewell quite yet. What was that? It was the 25th, wasn't it? There we are. And we're going to let's just kind of have a little. Let's just watch trains for a bit because we haven't done this in ages. I haven't done it in absolutely ages, so we're going to just watch some trains. We can just watch trains. Watch things happen. We haven't done in a while. What time is it now? Is my dear darling wife around? She's not, but... Sorry, I'm just getting cute pictures sent through about shenanigans from friends with little children. What do you think of what thoughts on a postcard? Thoughts on a postcard as to what you think of the new station? I quite like it. It does have a bit of a staggered shape, so it kind of fits nicely. Yeah, let's get moving. Let's just watch. Let's just go around and enjoy the art. We haven't done this for ages. We're just going to indulgently whiz around and look at the railway. Do you want to read my face, or shall I leave my face up? Thoughts? Also, let me know that. From the Throat Bridge onto Anapolis City. Throat Bridge, this one. Yeah, that is quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, that is quite nice. That's just quite a nice view. I'll come back to that one. I'll get the camera up and do a bit of do some thumbnails from there. Why don't I find a flock of birds and go wherever they go? Oof, I don't know. What speed's this doing? Is it doing a good lick? Oh, we'll never know because I've switched the... oh, not a new... Don't put new industries out there. We don't need new coal mines. It's doing 60. It's not bad. So ignore the date. This is now non-canon dates, so don't worry about dates. Let's see... it's already decelerating. Oh, it's decelerating because it's... It's decelerating because we are we go. Anapolis City. It is a nice station. I think it's a nice station too. There we are. It's not huge. It's quite efficiently built, I think. Yeah. There we are. There. Fine. Yeah, I'm not going to follow that for now. We could follow it. What do you want to do? We can do literally anything you like. Part of me wants to just sort of see what's going on, to be honest. That's a train that's not hanging about. It's off ski. There's lots of diesel trains running up and down the East Coast Main Line. Obviously, we've got over here. We've got what's this? It's a proper express running. Look at that. What is that? Bradshaw to Thapst. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, what would be quite nice to follow that actually, because it's going to go. Oh, that's weird. I've done Alt G and it shows the. Ah, interesting. So it automatically Alt Gs when you're. Yeah, look, we're going at 74 miles an hour, whizzing through Ashby Road. Yeah. There is lots to simulate, but it's still coping all right actually. Given that there are like what 6,000 road vehicles or something on this map now, it does seem to be coping quite nicely. 75 miles an hour. Look, we're hammering through. Decelerating slightly through the station. Fine. Yeah, it would nice be to see the. It would be nice to see the faster trains actually go faster, because they're not going that fast. In honesty, everything's running pretty. The simulation's kind of just slowed itself down a lot because there's so much going on the map. Now the city's still kind of unused around here, you know, but there's space for expansion. There's a flock of birds up there. Look. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we're going to get good speed up, and because we're going to run non-stop through Hendon, I think. Gunsel some of the surviving steam fleet. Yeah, quite. It is a bit choppy still. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. It's definitely not running at its best. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, come on, game. Here we are. Right, let's see. There's all the OLE everywhere. Very nice. I'm not sure OLE can do what's about to happen above our head. It can't do that. You can't do that. You can't maintain the switch opening without a structure. Train spotting in Australian slang. Thanks, William Adams. Yeah. Well, we're kind of train spotting in the sense that we've been duct taped to the front of a Mallard, equivalent. So a streamlined A4 Pacific. Interesting. So grising is the term in the UK. Oh, listen. There we are. Nice. Yes, this is the boring bit, I suppose. We did just hear a freight train going over our head. Yeah, it'd be nice to see them improve the OLE pole placement logic, that's true. It's interesting in the tunnel, they've kind of got it mounted magically. I look at it. Yeah, anyway. 72 miles an hour, making some progress. Oh, it's struggling a bit, isn't it? Oh, there's another train coming the other way. Oh, that one's got... That one's an express as well, because it's got a bunch of dark coaches on it. Now we're still in the tunnel. It's a big tunnel, folks. It's a big tunnel. We're going to start our climb up the hill now. It's a shame that the game doesn't render the shadow. Also, it's a shame that this tunnel is this shape. As previously angrily discussed, this isn't the shape the tunnels are. They're not square. They're circular. This isn't how tunnels exist. This just wouldn't work. This wouldn't work structurally. Grr. It's a real shame that they did this, frankly. Tunnels are circular. Or at least egg-shaped. We did this in a previous episode, didn't we? This is the boring bit. But then when we come out of the boring bit, we're going to travel on quite a lot of new bits of railway that we've created, so I'm excited for that part. Oh, usefully, the last night's rail narrator is finally downloaded from YouTube, so I can turn that into a podcast for everyone as well. That's nice. I love that you can press H to sound the horn. That was a feature that I suggested in email, and whether it was me and others, I presume loads of other people suggested it as well, because then it's happened, and I'm very pleased about that. They haven't done my whole map image creation, though, which is a thing that would make my life so much easier for mapping, and is the reason, to be honest, I've kind of stalled with doing the other big map, because it's too much effort. I don't have enough time. It's much too much effort with the fact that I have to stitch all the images together, which is really hard work. If I could just press a button that created a, like 1 pixel per 50 centimeters in game, something like that, it wouldn't have to be super, super accurate, but enough that you get a decent-ish resolution. That would make my life so much easier. Maybe they have square tunnels in Switzerland. No, this is just lazy modelling. They've even done the portal. They've done the tunnel portal correctly. They just, ugh. Anyway. Right, here we go. Here we go. There we are. Take good old speed. Oh, what's that? There's a truck. Alright. Well, we're not slowing down. How's this going to work through Hendon? I presume pretty well, because it's the fasts are now pretty segregated, aren't they? So there's not much running on them. So if luck is on our side, we should run through pretty painlessly. We should have a pretty clear run right the way through. 48,000 by 48,000 image, which would be several gigabytes at least. Well, they could at least split it into bits that I can then easily stitch together. There are ways and means they could do it. Here we go. Alright, we're going past. What's this we're about to go past? Oh, it's a bit of a workhorse steam loco still. There's plenty of steam still running. 10 out of 120 cap. Oh, what's that? What's that for? Here we are. I don't know what that says. 10 out of 120 capacity. Yes. The express services never seem to be that popular, which does baffle me, I have to be honest, but there we are. Oh no, we got a train in this platform ahead of us. We don't, but confusingly, we do have a train facing the wrong way. Now, is it facing the wrong way? Or have I... Oh, it is. It's just facing the wrong way. I've managed to... How have I done that? I've done the same thing, haven't I? I've put the wrong train in the wrong platform. Someone remind me to fix that. Here we are. Let's do... fix Hendon platform allocations. I've written it down, folks. Now that thing's going to disappear ahead of us, and then we're going to chase after it. Because hopefully that'll then correct onto the... It'll go through the ladder and end up on the correct tracks, I think. Off-screen wrecking sounds. Yeah, no, that's it, yeah. Yeah, just behind that bush, it's now going to run headfirst into something, absolutely. Is that train not from the branch and can't access the correct platform? No. The branch trains are Oh, I see what you mean. Are you suggesting it's a Framlingham service? I don't think so. Because I think that'll use the ladder up here to then get off the Framlingham branch. But we need to have a look. I'll check the allocations. That'll sort it out. Were express passenger coaches built to international standards in the 30s already, or is it just coincidence that these BC4 coaches exactly match the dimensions of Dutch Railways coaches from that era? There was some level of standardisation, but not a huge amount internationally. No, not really. But they did kind of broadly follow the similar dimensions because a lot of them were built by the same engineers across Europe. There's a service that looks more like a Framlingham service. That one. If you compare pictures, they're near identical. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, there weren't that. I mean, rolling stock was built by companies. No, there were companies building rolling stock across Europe. You know, the Pullman company, for example, the US Pullman company, built standardized kind of rolling stock. So, yeah. No, this isn't very good. Come on. Go, go, go. That's going to weave across the ladder, isn't it? There's some signaling shenanigans need doing along here to sort this out. Well, duly noted. Is our train here going to ever... There we go. We're moving. We're moving. Not nearly enough horn bashing goes on. That's a bit cheeky. They can't just access the railway like that. Good grief. Is this filled up? Are these buildings that we kind of demolished through here, have they filled back up again? Possibly. We definitely made some holes, didn't we? And I don't know whether they've subsequently fixed. Oh, I've checked. I see now. The coaches I was referring to are built as D train stock for international routes. Oh, there you go. Here we are. Oh. Oh dear. No, this probably isn't right. This is definitely going to have to set some things according to signals when I set these new routes up. This definitely does not feel like the most efficient way through. But anyway. Yeah. It's not too bad. The thing is, we go through that ladder pretty quickly. So it's not bad. You know, we kind of hammer through that. That's the advantage of the 40 mile an hour, is that it's a decent speed and you do get through it pretty quickly. So we haven't actually caused too much of a traffic jam there. And here we go, we're pulling through this fast bit now. It's quite a nice fast curve that's been done. You know, the old railway there, pulling around that side. Yeah, you can see where the old railway route went. Here we go. Look at this. Yeah, there's the highly realistic looking overbridge. Oh yeah, this is not actually done yet, is it? Ah, that's maybe why. Anyway, we'll hammer along here. And then you kind of know this bit. Let's go and remember all the stuff. The history is non-canon because we're not looking at any new stuff going on. It doesn't matter. Oh, what's broken though? Why is that not happy? That's interesting. This is not happy because there's a gap in the electrification. That's worth just checking out. Where is there a gap in electrification? Where is it trying to go that it shouldn't, that it can't, and isn't happy, isn't able to? Can't go that way. It can go. Doesn't need to go over there. So that's all blue. So no problem. That's all blue. That's all blue. What's it moaning about? What have I missed? Have I missed just the tiniest little tidbit? No. Seems happy enough there. What about is it? No path, electric. Literally just bugged out. Amazing. Okay, well, hopefully that'll buzz in game and we'll notice it. Anyway, what else is going on here that we can pay attention to? Oh, an incredibly busy... What is the station that's really busy? Forest Lemon to Shanklin. Interesting. That's very busy. Yeah, okay. What else do you want to go and have a look at? How's our airport looking over here, by the way? Look at this. The jet age. And at the other end, we've got this little plane coming in, which is quite nice as well. What do I want to do? I want to do this, don't I? There we go. Let's watch. Let's journey across the island. Save tram is going. It's doing fine. It's over there, isn't it? There we are. We're in our. We are officially taking a long trip in a jet plane, looking down onto our fair set of islands. Lovely country, Amphitrus. Man-made flock of birds. Well, that's true, isn't it? Yeah. There's CCC Limited doing its thing. There's Kroll. And there is Forest Lemon. It's harbour. Wild to think there was a time when jet planes and steam trains exist at the same time. Yeah, I know, right? Literally now. Isn't it crazy? It is an impressive contrast. Yeah, there's that. There's the exchange sidings. As massive as the headphone audio track disappearance. That's exactly what you need, isn't it? Just to really wreck up everything that you're trying to hear. So there we go. We've got our flyover down there. We've got the work we did at Melksham down there, which I think is functioning, isn't it? And in amongst all that foliage is the East Coast Main Line, but they've not electrified that bit, have they? So then that comes down into Wakefield over here, which is obviously pretty sizable. These kind of the areas of forestry there. Up until recently, there were steam locomotives being used in revenue service on certain freight lines in Eastern Europe. Well, indeed. It's amazing to think that commercial steam operation jets worked side by side in Australia until 1987. Yeah, right. There we go. So we've got 2 Wakefield stations. Kind of the suburban station, or the city station that serves the Hartlepool branch there, and then the what's it called? Westgate? No, Southgate. Wakefield Southgate station. Yeah. Yes. Yes. To Newcastle. Yeah, quite. And there's the future East Coast Main Line, or what is the East Coast Main Line really? I suppose it is properly classified as the East Coast Main Line. It's just a question of what happens with it. This bit's very wibbly to work out what we're going to do with it. But it is directly competing with this thing. The East Coast Main Line is competing with these jets, jet aircraft. Thapst is expanding quite substantially. It's a big city now, isn't it? Thapst, really big. The old airport there is I mean, it's small and not fit for purpose. Look, we were at 450 miles an hour. We're now slowing down. There we are. That's Hendon. Hendon's closing in on. That's going to be another big city area. Those three, if they combine. Crikey, Mikey. It looks very city-centric from up here. Yeah, well, it's an urban island. It's a little island. It's pretty urbanised. Multiple. Having problems with the multiple terminals at Anapolis Central because of that signal. Okay, noted. Thanks, Monty. No signals between different terminals. Okay. Anyway, there's Anapolis. There's Bradshaw. You can see the roads. Nothing else. None of the development. You can see the roads. There's from this angle, you've got Bradshaw just pretty enormous at this point. Annapolis there with a bit of a gap. Bodmin, which is quite a busy port town. Really, it's all part of the same urban area. And a lot. Look at all the planes flying in and around. That's cool. All these planes flying about. We're on our way down to Abbeydale, and we're still going 250 miles an hour. It's not bad. The eastern side of the island is heavily urbanised. Well, partly hence the East Coast Main Line. It's connecting up all these urban areas. It's a no-brainer, really. Big investment in connecting up these cities and providing more jobs and opportunities for everyone. There's the little suburban line that's, as pointed out, not yet electrified. There's just massive Bradshaw. Enormous Bradshaw. Are we going to be stuck circling Bradshaw for a while until all these aircraft manage to touch down? That's the next question. There we are. It looks like we're going for a little spin. Cheers, Blobby Tables. You might want to update. Yeah, if you can, use the second page of the PDF I dropped in to update the online map with the 1948 version. Thoughts on Croatia joining Schengen, but Romania and Bulgaria being kept out? Bad. Why are Romania and Bulgaria not in Schengen? That's my immediate gut instinct. Mostly racism, because of the fact that people can get through Romania, like Romania and Bulgaria have a border with people who are look a little bit less like us. The pollution from these planes is actually going to drive down real estate prices around Brad Shildor. Yeah, well, do a little loop-de-loop here. Or are we? Are we actually just coming in for our approach? Kind of hard to tell. I can't quite tell. This bit's still pretty rural out here. You know, what's that, Ellesmere over there? Okay, Liverpool's a pretty big city, actually, but Ellesmere's not that big. There it is, the big sprawling mass. Finsbury's even expanding out. You can see Finsbury, and then Mayborough, Godlingston, and London down in the south. Yeah. Can I have a look at the emissions overlay sometime? I can have a look at it in a minute, actually. Kokosaki, what's the time? Oh, nearly 9 o'clock. Are we going to come in and land now? I'm hoping so. Are there a load of planes buzzing about in the way still? There's all this lot just flitting around, so possibly. Bradshaw, Abbeydale Airport. Oh, here we are. Bloody Austrian and Dutch centre-right politicians being worried about far-right gains and thus using bullshit arguments to justify xenophobia and racism. Pretty much. Off to work. Cheers, William Adams. Pleasure to have you on board. We'll see you next time. Yeah. Surely we're coming into land now. I mean, ugh. This flight approach reminds me of Washington National Airport here in Washington, D.C. Chaotically busy, gorgeous river approach, albeit this is a bay approach. Yeah, it's nice though, isn't it? What's the road and rail usage around the map look like now? Last time we looked at it, Morecambe had become pretty car-centric. Yeah, there's a big thrust of cars going on, for sure. Oh, interestingly, we're not coming in a direct. Well, I mean, it's direct-ish, but it's not a straight line to the runway at this point. We're coming in at a funny angle, so the pilot's gonna have to do a bit of correction. Have you picked up ILS at this point? Have you, or are you going for VFR? Anyway, there. There's Liverpool with its housing projects in the centre. Big commuting, like major commuting town for Bradshaw, of course. There we go. This is surely it now. Oh, there's it's all the aircraft taking off. Okay. So there's something on the runway now, but I'm hoping it's going to get clear. So we don't have to circle. I mean, I'm not going to stay on this aircraft the whole time. We're going to go and have a look at some trains again in a minute. So that's going. Dive straight off the end of the runway instead of taking off due to terrain features. Lol. ILS was mainly rolled out in the 70s and 80s, and then it depends. Oh, thanks, new one. There is a comet. Yeah, we're. Oh no, are we coming in? Depends whether this aircraft gets permission to advance onto the. Which it has, which is an interesting choice from ATC. Because, yeah, we now have to abort. Fantastic. Anyway. And it's quite fun that we have to do that, but also it's kind of stupid as well. What am I going to do? I'm going to go Alt-G and then escape. Yeah, there we are. No, yeah, go away. Don't need to worry about any of that. Yeah. There it goes. But we are seeing more and more jets appearing, which is kind of fun. What's going on over here? I don't necessarily regret that connection in Shieldon. That's kind of fine. Okay. How's this all going? This place seems not. I mean, Bradshaw Central doesn't seem too busy at all, actually. Remember it. Well, I actually want to get rid of the. This isn't canon time passage, obviously. We're just looking at stuff. Just enjoying watching trains. Enjoying our handiwork. Where does anyone else want to go and have a look? Terrible Tower. Yeah, really shocking. It's not. Amphitros's training for ATC is clearly not very good. Yeah, pretty shocking that this lot, wherever they are, is anyone in there? No, there's not. There's not even someone out here having a cigarette break. Yeah, there's a lot of people going in though. Where are they coming from? Are they getting the bus or are they getting the train? Oh, crikey. 200 people using this station. It's pretty impressive. Oh, overlays. Yes, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's have a look at the emissions overlay. Yeah, okay. The emissions for the airport are pretty bad, actually. Yeah, crikey. Cripes. Well, that is what happens with an airport. Yeah. Bradshaw's not looking too bad, you know, though. I've not actually looked at what Bradshaw's. Oh, it says poor. Oh, great. Yeah. We haven't looked over here for a while either and seen how this is functioning. Oh yeah, this looks like pretty decent numbers now coming in. Yeah, Tadley Marsh and the Yard's starting to get busy, which is good. Yeah, that looks more like it. So that's good. What else do we want to go and have a look at? Yeah, the airport. Here, Ely is pretty bad. Nottingley's pretty bad. Oh yeah, airports really make a mess, don't they? Oh my god. Yeah, the racket at Shanklin Flitwick. Which then begs the question: the mess if we go to Voros Limen. Oh my goodness. Now the railway is causing a bit of pollution. The roads don't cause much by the look of it. Shipping causes a bit. Yeah, there we are. That's some serious noise. Thankfully, it's up kind of. It's actually usefully located out of Voros Limen, and the angle of it is such that it's not too bad. So that's not necessarily badly thought out. Love to have a brief view wherever the biggest railway changes have occurred. Check Kroll. Here's Kroll. Kroll looks alright. Not that many big changes. Walt, who was wanting to look at emissions? Wait a minute. Who was chasing emissions? Who was it? Was it? Let's see. Oh yeah, a guy called Pye. Anything else in particular you want to look at? Oh yeah, there's Stratford, which isn't great for. Yeah, that's not great. Let's be honest. Yeah, 'cause Yeah, okay, interesting. Again, the alignment of that is quite lucky that it doesn't actually hit most of the city. It's not great for Shildon. What was kind of quite an appealing residential area up in Abbeydale suffers horribly with the pollution. There we go. What does traffic and rail passenger cargo look like? Well, into the car-centric 60s should be a mess downtown. Let's have a look, shall we? There we are. Should we switch all this lot off as well? It makes the overlays easier to see, doesn't it? Yeah, a bit of traffic. Not too bad though, really. Yeah, it's a bit like Heathrow. Oh, there's some traffic down down here. Oh, because of that stupid. I mean, I have to come back and do that later, but anyway, because obviously this isn't canon. We're just watching stuff and looking at stuff and enjoying our handiwork. Traffic's not bad yet. It's not bad yet. There's just a few pinch points. The worst traffic by far is somehow still in Raleigh. It's somehow still on this ruddy road here, which is still just rammed. To the point where I have a feeling the socialist government might just be like, well, screw you guys, and just put a dual carriageway through from there to there. Ooh, saw a road appear. Like, not canon, not canon. I have to put this warning. This is just us enjoying what we can see. There's Shep Shed. Oh, interesting. What is that railway line? Why is that so busy? Oh. That doesn't seem so bad. Maybe that's just because it has been stuck for ages, but it's now just moved. Interesting. Yeah, that's not great. What else have we got? Would it be useful for everyone if I kept the names up? I recognise them, but maybe other people don't. So I'll put those up. There we are. Stevenage, Bristol. How's Bristol doing, given that it doesn't have a railway anymore? Seems alright, actually, doesn't it? Yeah. Also, the former track bed seems to be pretty well gobbled up at this point. What else? How's Thessalos doing? Not too bad. About Shanklin. Yeah, not great, but it's all congestion kind of around the. Yeah, there's a bit of a stop here. Oh dear! Just create like a circular traffic jam and nothing's moving. No, I hope not. No, that's going to go and then stuff will move behind it. I've managed to delay the onset of toxic car culture by having an extremely good and dense rail network for an island this small. Correct. Let's see how long it lasts. Yeah, it's not too bad. The buses aren't bad either. There's a lot of road traffic. We'll switch on another overlay in a minute. Oh, we'll just work our way through the overlays. It's quite fun, actually. So I'm having a look at stuff for the first time in ages, like this, in some detail. Yeah, Bradshaw's certainly busy. Shildon is not too bad. Yeah, right, okay, that's the street traffic layer. Let's look at... contour lines irrelevant, navigable waters irrelevant. Land use. I've never spent much time looking at this, but it'd be interesting to look at the value. It's pretty high value residential over here. Industrial, not so much. Residential, yeah, okay. Liverpool manages to get really high value there somehow. Like Anapolis has really high value residential. It's partly why the station's quite well located, because you're just going to have this big circle of like decent residential connections. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. What's broken again? Why is this broken? Why is it unhappy? No path. Why has it got no path? Well, I mean, that's clearly going to be a disaster if there's no path. But why does it have no path? Oh yeah, it's very much ended up on the wrong track. How has it done that, and why? Yeah, that's fine-ish. Is it? No, it isn't. That's on the wrong track as well. Why is that there? Oh, Jesus. Ah, Jesus. Pass. 120 people as well just sat lost on what should be a fairly fast service. Why has that ended up there? You daft train. I mean, I know this is, yeah, there, it's gone. Now what's this going to do? Is this also going to get lost and then get stuck? I'm just going to ignore it. Right, land value. What other land, what, anyone else want to look at land value? Morecambe, it's got this coast. It's kind of, oh, it's expanding again. Maybe not that much though. It's a funny old little peninsula, that. Forest Limon has decent kind of land. Interestingly, the peak land value is up here. So do we want to actually serve this with more public transport? I don't know. Raleigh, ship, Bristol. Bristol's mostly residential, yeah. Thessalos has a decent amount of industrial there. Shanklin. Yeah, not that much. There's like also this weird empty area that I need to feed the roads clearly because it's just refusing to build up residential. Yeah. Ely has pretty decent residential value in quite a core there, which is interesting. Oh, this is commercial, not residential. That's also interesting, but it's that value must be getting walloped by the emissions quality, right? Yeah. Right, what's the next one? Oh. Oh, look. There's another regional service that's lost. How have you got so hopelessly lost? There. How many more of those are going to end up going the wrong way? Well, this one by the look of it. Yeah, fantastic. What's the next layer we should look at? The speed's not very exciting, so we don't need to look at that. We know what the deal is here. Which is that we've got, it's a pretty, not bad, you know. Like, there's definitely, yeah, there's definitely more speed we could eke out of certain parts of the network, but it's not bad. We've got some decent speed lines. Anyway, right. Someone wanted to look at this, didn't they, and have a look at the destinations layer. Do you want to filter it by a town, or do you want to just leave it like this and kind of have a look around? Still a lot of stuff going on, working on the Great Central. The Southern is still pretty busy, despite, you know, yeah, the local service is still pretty busy by the look of it. Let's see. East Coast Main Line at the moment still pretty busy, but it's going to massively leap up. That's going to become an incredibly densely travelled bit of railway once everything's kind of working as planned. You know, it carries a lot through the tunnel, 1,000 passengers. Yeah, there's a decent amount of traffic travelling on the motorway there, though. Look, yeah, like a fair amount anyway. This one has the private transport labelled, which is really interesting and useful. Yes, it is. This helps with understanding where you need to kind of replicate. For example, here there's quite a lot of private traffic, relatively speaking, on that road, which is kind of like why. Why is it? Why are people not catching the train? Is it because the train's not frequent enough on that suburban service, perhaps? Because the suburban service is still not that well used, despite the fact that it's clearly quite a useful. You know, these stations are now surrounded by all sorts. It just puzzles me that those are, you know, so much abandoned. Yeah. Yeah, the approach into This is busy. It's all pretty busy with private traffic. Yeah. Let's see. Well, people talking about Bristol in here. Sounds a bit of all. Bristol will be sold furthermore on the archipelago. Since Bristol went without yeah, it's doing all right without rail. It's doing okay without rail. Yeah, it's true. It's a good point. Something to think about and worry about. What's this? It's still pretty. It's not badly used. South. You know, the Ellesmere connection is not badly used. Yeah. Okay. What else? Where is there? Should we go and just have a quick look at Boreas Limit as well while we're here? Oh, there's a lot of private transport on some of these roads here. Oh, that's looking busier. Yeah, crikey. Yeah, filled seats versus total number of seats. Yeah, that would be quite useful, wouldn't it? Yeah, look at this. This is interesting. Thapst, not hugely well served by public transport. Clearly, also the railway not fulfilling demand. You know, this is a busy road. 61, 60. That's busy. I was zooming in. I'm expecting to see quite a lot of traffic. Yeah, it's pretty busy. Interesting. Not the best. The road from Hartlepool to Wakefield. You know, that's a branch service there. Why are they not using the branch line? Melksham pretty car centric. Boreas Limit is not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah. Hexham, Chesterfield. Bit of a mixture. There is quite a bit of traffic using the motorway. Like, don't be too worried about the motorway. It's definitely being used. Yeah. And again, yeah, look, the West Coast Main Line, or the former Great Western Railway there, it's just not cutting it. People are choosing to drive instead. Lots of car usage. There they are. Decent amount of public transport using the railway line. Sorry, the bus service into Bristol. Pretty busy. Yeah. I'm impressed at how. Oh, I have to look at some of our shipping lines are doing. Yeah. Right, what's the next one? Cargo. So it's quite an interesting one. It's a shame that it doesn't separate road and rail, though. Well, you know, there we are. So this is kind of like the supply is not great across most of the island, which is really annoying. I mean, it's not bad in Bradshaw. It could have been better. I want it to be enormous, you know. I want Bradshaw to get every bloody thing it wants. Anapolis, not bad. Maghall still gets quite a bit. Old Thapst, not great. Boreas Limit is not bad. There's a decent amount of its boxes and bricks. Yeah. What about Shanklin? Oh, Dorchester's starting to get, you know, it's starting to get its print works. It's got its later, yeah, Blackpool, no. Ellisborough, no. Shanklin, a bit. Like the tool supply is not bad. Seems like it's not getting that many cogs, but the tool supply is not bad. Right, what's the next level? It's stations, which talks about stations that are overcrowded. It's bad. It's just got loads of oil, though. We don't care about that. Nottingley is rammed, apparently. Oh golly, yeah. What's that? 2 SO5 regional service 2 SO5 Harrogate to Anapolis is rammed. It's a popular service, clearly. What's this? Amphitros Timber. Fit to burst. Interesting. What else? Where else is rammed? Oh, Anapolis Central is still rammed because I presume our local service hasn't even arrived yet. No, presumably not. I wonder how quickly this rocketed up. Oh yeah, there we are. All the bus service we can forget about because now it's roared upwards in usage, which is interesting. What other? Oh, Hendon Station also is rammed. 201 Branch of Forest Limon. Very, very busy and desirous service, clearly. I cannot wait until it's done. I tell you what, when the East Coast Main Line is actually done and everything's running nicely, that'll be good. There's Melksham. Very nice. Look at that. Glorious. Yeah, Melksham is rammed. Where's everyone going in Melksham? Bradshaw to Stratford. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm a bit curious about this service. Oh, it's a pretty busy suburban service, that one. Oh, nice. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see it. So that means both suburban services are presumably doing pretty well for themselves, which is nice. Yeah. I wonder if I go in here. What's this one? Mixture. Cost of it is still way above the income, despite. Interesting, the ridership is not. More people are going to Melksham than want to go to Kroll, clearly. So we perhaps need to rebalance that. Anyway, interesting. Are you all still there? I'll draw a line under this in a minute, but it's just interesting to see this stuff. We've looked at traffic already, haven't we? And then we've looked at pollution too. Oh, there we are. There we are. The last thing I'm going to look at is I'm going to look at shipping. I'm going to filter by AR space, and then I mean, none of them are doing very much, are they? None of them are making much money. Some of them are making a lot less money than others. Some of them are flatly making no money. So we might see those getting chopped. All these ones seem to just be making no money whatsoever, which is interesting. Some of them. I mean, some of them are carrying, you know, have got better ridership, but others really do not. Which is interesting. It's also interesting that these ones, these old paddle steamers, seem to be on popular routes, but yeah. Anyway. Oh no, forgive me, it's the opposite way around. Those, oh no, they are. They're just different vehicles. That's why, because for some reason it doesn't order them. Oh, anyway. It's annoying that they don't say how many passengers per year they're carrying. That's like such a fundamental thing. It's like frequency is interesting, rate is interesting. Cargo is not as interesting as annual ridership. That would be more interesting to me. But anyway, there we go. They get instantaneous ridership. And there are quite a few there that carry quite a lot. There are lots there that don't carry any. So it's going to be interesting to see if those survive. Anyway. Right, enough of this. You don't want to see this anymore, do you? Where's a nice spot for us to plonk down and watch trains go by for a little bit? Up here. Oh yeah, someone did actually say they wanted to just park up here, didn't they? So let's do it. Let me get OBS up. I'll get rid of my face. Cheerio everyone, I'm going to leave us with this for a bit. We can watch some trains go past.